Hello and welcome to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest transfer stories. We are going to be discussing on three stories in this episode. We start with Raphinha, as it has been reported that Barcelona have persuaded Raphinha to delay transfer decision. The Brazilian will wait before deciding his future, but of course, nobody knows for how long. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about Memphis Depay, who have just sent out a curious message after Barcelona exit rumors. We are also going to be discussing on that. Then lastly, talking about Adama Traore, who have just returned to Wolves after Barcelona loan have ended. The club opted not to sign him permanently. We are also going to be looking at that. So guys, as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Give the video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end. Raphinha's move to Barcelona is getting complicated. There are many factors that are working against Barca. One of them is the arrival of Chelsea. The London club are going all out for the Brazilian and have made a lucrative offer to Leeds for the player. They are willing to pay up to £65 million. So, in view of this situation, Deco, the player's agent, had meetings on Wednesday and Thursday with Barcelona directors to explain the whole situation. The player has had an agreement with Barca themselves for some time now, but there have been no further steps to sign him. Chelsea's offer forces them to make a move, and this is where Barcelona's second problem comes in. And that is that, they have no money because the second economic level, which is the main tool, the need to sign players, have not yet been triggered. So talking about waiting time, Barcelona have at least got the player's word that he will stick to his decision despite pressure from other clubs. Raphinha wants to play for Barcelona, and this is the main guarantee that they have. Therefore, the player has agreed to wait a little longer to see if Barca can come up with that money. So there's time against Barca. The question is how long the player will wait. It is one thing he wants to come to Camp Nou, but it is another thing that he misses out on any chances of going to a bigger club than Leeds. Because as of today, no one can guarantee that Barca will end up getting the money to sign the player, especially as the first of the list is Robert Lewandowski, and any new funds will first be used to bring in the Polish player. Barcelona have at least managed to win this battle. They have convinced Raphinha and Deco not to accept Chelsea's offer immediately and give some room to maneuver. Everything will depend on the ability of the board of directors to find new financial resources. So looking at things as it stands, Barcelona are panicking because there is no time. Time is not on Barca's side. Okay, you have told this player Raphinha to wait, not to rush his decision to accept any club. So Raphinha definitely will be waiting. But of course, the player will be curious to see how long him and his agent will wait, right? And that is where there can be a problem. We need to be fast. And first of all, we know the 10% of the economic level, the TV rights was sold yesterday, and Barca expecting 207 million euros. Let's see if something can be removed from that amount. But what Marca is saying is that Barca are expecting the BLM, because the Barca licensing and merchandising brings the most money, and that have not been triggered as of yet. Barca are expecting that when that one will be triggered, then they will go big into the summer window, and maybe the Raphinha deal will be as easy to pull off. But let's see. But I think Barca, since the move is urgent, Barca can still go to the 207 million euros that they have ripped off from the sale of the 10% TV right to that American firm. They can remove something from there and do fast, because time is not on our side. Chelsea have already gotten a full agreement. That is even where the problem lies. So we are just hoping that Raphinha continues to persist that he wants only Barca. Then on to the next story of discussion. Memphis Depay joined Barcelona at one of the more strange times in club history. He was brought in under Ronald Koeman, but managed to stay at top of the club scoring chart despite a season full of injuries and uncertainty. Despite all that, there have been rumors this week Barca could look to sell him after just one season at the Camp Nou, which seems to have prompted a cryptic response from the Dutchman. He said on his Twitter account, "I see how certain tactics being played around me as a football player. It's all good. God liked this about me. That's why I'm favored. My whole life I wasn't good enough. I didn't apply to the standards, look and didn't have the right behavior. That's what happens when you live freely." So that's the message from Depay. Depay then went on to add another far more straightforward post, which suggests he is really looking forward for the new campaign. He said, "This season is about to be a scary watch." Wow, interesting words there from Memphis. So with the season under Xavi's belt and some transfers, hopefully coming in, we can hope that Barca indeed will be scary next season. A healthy Memphis Depay, I think, could be really good alongside the many other Barca attackers. Going to be an exciting one, right? Let's see how it goes. So Memphis Depay knows what is being talked about him every day concerning his future, and of course, maybe he had enough and had to go to Twitter to make his mind, to talk his mind. So going by this, he still believes so much that he will be a Barca player next season. And looking at his messages, you can see a very relaxed Memphis, not panicking or not thinking that his future is uncertain. He feels relaxed and try to shut the mouth of those people who are making rumors up, right, left, and center about him leaving, and even ending up by saying the season is about to be a scary watch. Exactly. Love that confidence from him. I've been saying this in the past. I really wish Memphis Depay be at Barca next season. It will not really be the best of ideas if Barca sell him. Just hoping that he will be fit, because last season we quite remember injury problems came in, and of course he started the season so brightly, being our talisman after Messi left. It was really interesting to see Memphis Depay really doing good. Unfortunately, when the injury came, Memphis Depay had to be sidelined and Aubameyang was bought. So I don't think we can judge Memphis Depay because of last season. He had injuries and he was not sharp. But let's look at the way he even played preseason last time out and the way he started the season. He was our main man, right? So hopefully he stays fit, and I believe that if Memphis Depay stays fit, he will be a dangerous player for us. Then on to the next story of discussion. Adama Traore has returned to parent club Wolverhampton Wanderers after his loan deal with Barcelona expired on June 30. The winger came back to the club for a second spell in the January transfer window to a short-term loan that included a purchase option. However, Barcelona have opted not to sign Adama Traore permanently, which means he's back in the Premier League. Adama came to Barcelona during a tricky time and made it clear it was a dream for him to be back at the club where he began his career. He said, "I have been away for 7 years. I will do all I can to make the Barca fans happy with me. I am happy to be back home and I hope to demonstrate my talents on Sunday." He said this during his presentation, we quite remember. He also said, "I am really happy, excited and ready to help the team in every way. Going back to the Camp Nou will be very special. I am coming back home." It showed too, as he made a bright start to life back at the Camp Nou, notching 4 assists in his last 5 games back for Xavi's side. However, that was about as good as it got to the forward, who didn't pick up any more assists and struggled for game time as the season progressed. Adama could be on the move again this summer, as he only has a year left on his contract at the Molinho and has previously rejected renewal offers. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.